So we'll be looking at the five pillars of physical fit. When we say physical fitness, what are the things that physical fitness actually entail? Those are the things that we're going to be looking at today. So, physical fitness consists major items. First on the list is cardiovascular endurance. Now, when we say cardiovascular endurance, what we're trying to say, what we simply mean is, the ability of your heart, your lungs, and your blood vessels to deliver oxygen to every part of your body during prolonged exercise. That's what cardiovascular endurance simply means, the ability of your heart, your lungs, and your blood vessels to deliver oxygen to every part of your body during prolonged exercise. And the unit measurement, or what's actually used to measure this cardiovascular endurance to get a good outcome for it, is what we call the VO2 Max, or a beep test. That's actually what is used to measure it. Then the second pillar or second component of physical fitness is muscular strength. Now, we say muscular strength is the ability, this is the maximum amount of force a muscle or a muscle group can actually exert in a single effort. So, what this means is that, let's assume that there's a load in front of me now. The maximum the maximum amount of force this that I can use this my arm now, the muscle of this my arm now, to actually lift of that particular load in just one single attempt or one single effort, is what actually determine that the muscular strength of those particular group of muscles that we actually involve in that particular activity. Let's assume is with me now weight ball and I lifted it. The maximum amount of force that the particular muscles I'm using to lift this particular weight ball, for instance, now in one single effort, is what actually determines or defines the muscular strength of those muscle group. And the test for this is what we call a 1 rep max test. And exercises that we can actually use to find muscular strength include weightlifting, such as bench press, resistant band exercises, as well as push-ups. For the VO2 max that we earlier talked about, the exercise that can be used to actually measure such actually include it actually include it actually include running or brisk walking, cycling, and swimming. So that's for cardiovascular endurance. Then number three pillar of physical fitness is muscular endurance. Now, if you are not very careful, you might confuse muscular endurance for muscular strength. Now, why muscular endurance has to do with the maximum force a muscle group can actually exert in a single effort. Muscular endurance has to do with the ability of a muscle or muscle group to perform a repeated contraction over a period of time. So, like I said earlier about this particular selective, for instance, may being a weight ball now, how many times can I continually to lift this weight ball till this muscle group, which are the muscles of my arm and my back now, before they get tired and I can no longer lift it continually anymore. That is what we call muscular endurance. You understand? Example of it is what is, so that's for the fourth item or the fourth pillar of physical fitness. Now, the third pillar of physical fitness, rather. Then the fourth pillar of physical fitness is called flexibility. And when we say flexibility, we're talking about the range of motion available at a joint or a group of joints. And this is usually what when we say range of motion available at a joint. This is a joint over here. This is its range of motion. It can't go beyond this nor this. You understand? So that's its available range of motion. And this is actually to actually get this, there's what we call a sit and reach test for actually to get the flexibility measured what we call a sit and reach test. An example of exercise that you can actually do to get this, we have dynamic stretching, we have yoga poses. And the last item or the last pillar of physical fitness is what we call the body composition. Now, body composition is the ratio of fat mass to lean mass. Ratio of fat mass to lean mass. And this lean mass composes of, your muscle, your bones, and your organs. You understand? In your body. So this is what body composition actually what means, or this is what it's all about. You understand? So to measure your body composition, we can use a DEXA scan or a blood pod. Now, a DEXA scan has to do with is very advanced. It's the equipment needed to do it is very advanced and very expensive to get than the second one, which is a board pod. A board pod is like it's like a weight scale, but it has other advanced parameters that you can actually use to actually do the measurement to actually get the body composition of a particular individual. You understand? So, uh, other than the DEXA scan test or a blood pod test, we have BMI circulation as a way of arriving at body composition. We have the skin fold caliper that measures the thickness of the fat in a particular part of the body, and we have the bioelectrical impedance analysis, which is also known as a BIA. Sorry, I confused this BIA for the board pod. The board pod is like it's like a mini house. It's like a mini house. It is the bioelectrical impedance analysis that looks like a scale, but the board pod is like a mini house. Not mini house, rather it's like a mini chamber that you open and you enter, you sit, and the machine actually does the measurement for you to actually, while the person who is operating it is outside and looking and reading all of the figures that actually what needed to get your job done. So those actually what the five pillars that are associated with uh the five pillars of physical fitness. So if you have any question to it, this is DELSU Exercise Physiology Laboratory and Health Fitness Center. Do to like us,